The NBA trade deadline is officially over, and it's time for King Charge to give his very smart and correct opinion about every team that made moves and teams that didn't make moves this trade deadline. I'm just going to get right into it and talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Yesterday, Kyrie Irving played his first game with the Dallas Mavericks. Although Luka Doncic was out that game, it looked really good. I really enjoyed watching the team. He put up some great numbers. They walked away with the win against the Clippers, and he looked really happy. He's out there dapping up all of his new teammates. He's smiling out there, and after the game, he's walking next to the bus. He didn't go on the bus. He walked next to it with a big group of fans around him. Crazy. Then again, that was in LA, so maybe he's only doing that because of the LA fans. He's going to be a Laker next year. I don't know. And that is the big problem with Kyrie Irving, is that we don't know how he feels. We don't know if next year he's going to say, you know what, I had fun in Dallas, but I want to go over to Phoenix and go be with KD again. But in an actual good franchise, apparently the Brooklyn Nets are just a terrible franchise. Not just like the decisions that they make or the moves they make, but it seems like the people at that franchise aren't good. So for all we know, he may want to go there and re-link up with KD and go win a championship in Phoenix, or he might go over with LeBron in LA and do whatever he does. We don't know. We just don't know. And with Kyrie Irving, we especially don't know. But as of right now, after watching his debut game, there's a lot more hope and potential for him being with the Mavericks than there was before. Seeing how much fun he had and how good he was, I do still really want to see how he performs with Luka Doncic on the court, but it's looking good right now. It's looking great. Now over to the Suns. We all know the Suns got Kevin Durant. It's the big talk right now. Everyone's talking about it. It's just insane to me that the new Suns owner walked into the front office building, called up the Nets and said, yo, give us Kevin Durant, and then walked out. That's insane. Now they did give up Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and 4 first-round picks. Now we do want to say really quick, the fact that the Timberwolves gave up like 7 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert makes this look insane. But with that being said, the Suns are obviously going to be a great team. I think their odds in like the gambling world went from being the 9th seed to the 3rd seed. Crazy what Kevin Durant can do for you. But with all these players that they traded for Kevin Durant, they also lose a lot of their depth. They have no depth. They're really just not good. And also health being a huge factor for this team. Devin Booker just had a huge injury that he returned from. Chris Paul's getting old and he's suffered from a couple injuries recently. And Kevin Durant also is very known to get hit with injuries. Injuries are also a huge thing that took away from the Brooklyn Nets and all their runs. So you have to hope that everyone stays healthy in this scenario, because if they do, you obviously have a great chance of winning a championship. But if you don't, I don't know. Things might get a little risky. I also cannot believe that the Suns didn't have to give up Aiden in this trade. I thought for sure if any trade was going to be for Kevin Durant and the Suns, Aiden would be in the trade. But I guess if you're the Nets, you don't really need another center because Claxton has been playing great for you. And I just do want to say really quick, I called it. I said the Suns would be at the top of the West. Here's a picture of my old video. I called that shit. I called it. I didn't know that Kevin Durant was going to be on the team, but I called it. The Brooklyn Nets. Now, I don't have much to say about the Nets other than the fact that their franchise is a complete joke and they have now wasted 2 attempts at a super team. But hey, Cam Thomas is going to put up some more 40-point games and they still have a fun team. Don't get me wrong. They're just not going to be a good team. They'll be fun to turn on every once in a while, but they won't be making any movement out in the East. And for all we know, they're probably going to build up another really young, great core just to go out and trade it all for Victor Wembanyama and fail a 3rd super team. So good luck, Brooklyn. You guys got that. Now, if anyone was a winner in this year's trade deadline, it was the Clippers. Throughout this year's deadline, the Clippers have received Mason Plumlee, Eric Gordon, draft picks, and Bones Highland, while only giving up Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and John Wall, and also a couple second-round picks. Insane. I mean, Bones Highland is such a great point guard, and I know that they needed a point guard, and I'm really excited to see him on this Clippers team. And as a Kings fan that really wanted to have Mason Plumlee on my team, seeing them only give up Reggie Jackson for him is absolutely disgusting. And obviously, the funniest part of this trade being that John Wall got sent back to Houston. The Rockets did say that they'll be buying out John Wall, but that is still so crazy to see him go back to Houston. The Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers have traded away Patrick Beverley in exchange for Mo Bamba. They also traded Thomas Bryant for picks and Devon Reed. Now, me personally, I really enjoyed having Patrick Beverley on the Lakers. I thought he was a lot of fun. But if you're a Lakers fan, you do not care. You are just happy to see Mo Bamba in a Lakers uniform. Mo Bamba also seems happy to be in a Lakers uniform, with him posting just seconds after being traded, him renting out a U-Haul. Crazy. Thomas Bryant getting traded was pretty shocking until you find out that he actually requested a trade because he didn't like that Anthony Davis was back and kind of taking up all of his shine. Pretty stupid. I feel like when you're on the Lakers, you know that Anthony Davis is going to be taking your spot. Whatever. Overall, some really good trades at the deadline, not mentioning the Russell Westbrook trade, which obviously happened. Pretty good deadline for the Lakers, but not as good as every Lakers fan on my timeline is making it out to be. Okay, relax. The Pistons. Now, the Pistons traded Sadiq Bey to the Hawks in a threesome where they received James Wiseman. Even though I feel like the Pistons could have got some picks or maybe some better younger players for this trade, this is still good for the Pistons, though, because James Wiseman had such a high potential when he was drafted 2nd in the 2020 draft, and maybe they could bring him up to that ceiling. Who knows? So yeah, it really does fit their entire team, and I hope he's not a huge bust. I just realized, though, the Pistons have 2 players that were huge draft busts at the 2nd pick in the draft. That's crazy. The Chicago Bulls. The Bulls who made no moves this deadline, which is pretty confusing considering that they're the 9th seed and trying to make a push for something. I think Bones Highland would have been great for them, but that obviously didn't happen. The only other rumors I saw on my timeline were the Knicks interested in getting Zach LaVine. So I guess if you're a Bulls fan, you should be happy that you still have Zach LaVine, but yeah, feel bad for you guys, man. Now that every team is out of the way, I'm going to go through my personal team, the Sacramento Kings. Listen, the Kings are having a great year. 3rd seed in the West. We should not be the 3rd seed, by the way. That is ridiculous that people are actually considering us being the 3rd seed. We are not a 3rd seed team. With a bench that is not too good and absolutely no backup center, we made no moves. I don't know why we made no moves. I don't know exactly what Monte McNair is planning on doing, but I trust him, okay? I trust Monte McNair. I think he has the tools and the power to make this team better. I think he's going to be looking at the buyout market a lot and maybe getting some player through that. Other than that, I'm disappointed we didn't see a backup center go to the Kings. I wanted Plumlee. I wanted Podol. I wanted someone. I wanted a backup center so bad. But at the end of the day, I'm a YouTuber and he's an actual NBA GM. Yeah, he's going to make the smarter decisions. There's also some really small trades happening, like Josh Hart going to the Knicks, the Celtics trading Justin Jackson. Oh my God, how did I miss the Matisse Thybulle trade? I completely forgot about the Matisse Thybulle trade. Matisse, who was someone that I actually wanted to be on the Kings, ended up getting traded to the Trailblazers. Oh my God, that just happened so early in the deadline that I completely forgot. Insane. Philadelphia receiving Jalen McDaniels. Just an insane trade overall. Great defense going on for the Trailblazers. Yeah, wow. I really wanted Matisse Thybulle, so that's a great pickup for them. The Bucks who got rid of Serge Ibaka. Atlanta trading Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky, which, by the way, the Hawks never ended up trading John Collins. Crazy. Let that man go. Let that man, John Collins, leave. He does not want to be there, bro. Let him go. Pelicans dealing Devontae Graham. So yeah, a bunch of really small trades happening. Gary Payton is going back to the Warriors, which is pretty ridiculous, counting that he just won a championship there last year, leaves for a half a season with the Trailblazers, and is now back with the team. So yeah, that's all my opinions and takes on this year's trade deadline. Let me know down below, did your team make good moves, or did they make any moves at all? So thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Later.